One moment, Roy Horn was captivating thousands in Las Vegas with his beloved tiger. The next, he was bleeding out live, bitten in the neck, paralyzed, fighting for his life. This is the story of Roy Horn, half of the legendary duo Siegfried and Roy, and the true nightmare behind the curtain. Roy Horn, born Uwe Ludwig Horn in 1944 in Germany, developed a fascination with wild animals early on, famously smuggling a cheetah onto a cruise ship to join a magic act. In the 1960s, Roy teamed up with Siegfried Fischbacher. They built a magic empire featuring white tigers and lions, culminating in their Las Vegas show at the Mirage in 1990. It ran for 5,750 nights and earned over $500 million. Their partnership, known as Masters of the Impossible, turned them into cultural icons, intertwined with grandeur and deep criticism over animal welfare. On October 3, 2003, Roy's 59th birthday, their performance followed its usual pattern. Roy introduced the white Bengal tiger, Manticore, in front of 1,500 spectators. At the front, Manticore should have been trained to remain calm, but that night, the tiger suddenly lunged into the audience area. Roy tried to redirect him, tapping the tiger with his microphone and saying, "No, no." Then everything went wrong. Manticore sank his teeth deep into Roy's neck. The tiger dragged him off stage, with blood pooling under the bright lights. Stagehands deployed a fire extinguisher, and crew members like trainer Chris Lawrence and electrician Curtis Rowe desperately pried the tiger's jaws, some even finger-wrestling those deadly teeth. Roy, bleeding from neck punctures and slashes, suffered massive internal damage. Trauma team at University Medical Center declared it a Class 1 emergency. He flatlined during surgery due to loss of airway. He briefly died on the table before doctors revived him. Surgeons battled a severed artery, crushed windpipe, and punctured lung. Roy and Siegfried defended Manticore, keeping him alive, claiming the tiger was trying to protect Roy, dragging him away after a stroke, not attacking. Witness Chris Lawrence, however, alleged Roy mishandled the tiger's positioning, feeding confusion that led to the bite. He claimed a PR cover-up to save the brand. Authorities, including the USDA, interviewed staff and analyzed footage, though the stage video was never released, and concluded no criminal negligence, leaving the true cause contested. Roy survived but remained partially paralyzed on his left side from stroke damage. He couldn't speak, swallow, or walk without therapy. Physical therapy required rebuilding basic motor skills, walking, talking, swallowing, all from scratch. Doctors say his willpower carried him through. Miraculously, Roy refused to blame Manticore. He referred to him as a great cat and insisted the tiger hadn't intended harm. In 2009, Roy and Siegfried reunited with Manticore on stage for a charity special at Bellagio. They performed a short reunion show, raising $14 million for brain injury research. Manticore lived until 2014 and died of natural causes, never involved in another incident. Roy returned to warming audiences with the tiger in his lap, symbolizing forgiveness and resilience. Roy died in May 2020 while recovering from COVID-19. Siegfried passed in January 2021 from cancer. Their legacy remains iconic and controversial. Today, their statue still stands at the Mirage, reminding viewers, wild animals may love you, but they're never tame. On a night meant to celebrate his life's work, Roy Horn faced death from the creature he loved most. Was it a tragic accident, a moment of medical emergency, or animal instinct gone wrong? One thing's clear, not even magic can tame nature's unpredictable heart. Subscribe to Lore of the Multiverse for more stories that blur the line between wonder and horror. Share your theory, accident or wild instinct, in the comments below.